Hi there. Mm. Hi. This is my Friday planning series, and today I wanted to come and talk about serenity. Serenity was my power word of choice this week, and it's interesting because sometimes I choose my power words ahead of time before the week ahead. And in this case, I chose my power words for the first quarter of 2020 at the beginning of the year when I did my planning for the year. I had a sense of what I needed to feel during the different stages of the quarter. So I picked the word serenity for this week, and I did that back in like December when I was doing my planning. So I find it very fascinating that that's the word this week is serenity. And it really is amazing when our higher powers talk to us outside. So, but I wanted to come today and talk about serenity, especially what the world, not just us, not just in our own little world, but what the whole world is going through right now. And it is so uncharted, it's so uncertain. We started with 2 weeks of distant learning, homeschooling, to now to possibly the end of the school year. And I wanted to come and talk around that because it's pretty heavy. It's a very heavy time. So serenity, hi guys, thanks for joining. Serenity was my power word. And I was saying I chose that back at the end of last year when I was planning. And it's amazing how the word fits so well for this week. So I wanted to start off with just taking a couple of deep breaths to ground ourselves, to find what is our new norm and try to start understanding what that means to us. And a few things. So when I go through, I would love to hear from you, like, what are you struggling with? What is your fears? What is the light that you see inside? What is the silver lining to this whole situation? Where is that showing up for you? So first, I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths and truly just breathe in and breathe out. You feel yourself relaxing already? And then just sit silent for a second. Relax your heart, relax your mind. This is so unknown to everybody. When was the last time we were all in a situation that we were actually struggling with the same exact thing? When was the last time? I know in my lifetime, I mean, there's been incidents and tragedies like 9/11 that impacted the whole country, right? Of what happened, and that was just drastic. But this is actually affecting everybody. Everybody, we're all being affected by the same thing at the very same time. So when that happens, I'm assuming a couple of things. It brings us closer together. right? It gives us the opportunity to reach out and say, hey, you know what? I probably should check on so-and-so. Where at other times you might be so busy just getting through the day and getting through everything that needs to get done that you don't take the time to make that phone call, or you don't take that time to reach out to somebody. So practicing taking a deep breath and accepting where we are. Carol shared here that I asked my 90-year-old mom, and she said since the Great Depression, this has not happened. Since the Great Depression. That's amazing. So that's the last time we were all brought together for a tragedy, right? So how often do you find that you get together with relatives, and it's usually at weddings or funerals, right? And then, and you're like, why don't we get together more often? This is beautiful. And it is because life is busy. And a lot of times we allow our life to be busy because we continue to allow in all of this static that's going on. And it just fills us up. And it gives us no place to be grounded with the purpose that we're really here for. So while we're working through this new norm, what are some of the things that are bubbling up for you this week? Either they're like, boom, wow, I can't believe that I'm able to do this now. Or it's just too overwhelming for me and I got to figure out how I could get through this. Are there areas that are bubbling up for you? And if so, feel free to share them. I'd love to discuss them and bring them up and maybe help walk through this and get to the other side. We don't know what the new norm is going to be. Do we think the new norm is this? And if it is this, what do we need to survive? And what do we need to push us through to feel more comfortable? So one of the things that I'm finding that I need to do is cut people slack, right? Just cut people slack. Hi, Heather. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. So I'm finding that I really need to connect with our daughter on a different level. She's home now. My husband and I, we work from home anyway, so we're used to this co-mingling 24/7, really. And we've really found a cadence, and we check in with each other, and we find that communication has been key in both of us working from home. We talk to each other. We figure out, hey, I'm really got a lot of appointments tomorrow, so I need a lot of stuff. So we support each other. So we have some things coming. We need to create community, Heather says. Yes, yes. And that's what I tried. That's what I want to do. If everybody is open to this, or if people are open, I would love to create a community of people that we can meet on Zoom once a week, and we could just chat about what's going on. And if that's something you want, just give us a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, and I will create it. Right now I'm on Facebook Live, but I would love to go and do Zoom so we could all communicate verbally with each other. Amanda, hi. Thank you for jumping on. As we go through this, yes, calm is my new power force, right? That's what it is. What is your superpower? I know with me, it's so important to connect with my community, and the community that I have built outside and inside here, and then my other community comes together, is that I really need to be connected. So now I'm a core team member of a youth ministry, and we meet every Wednesday night with the youth. And it was like, what are we going to do? We got to stay connected. And our youth minister put us on Zoom on Wednesday night, and it was absolutely wonderful. Last night we prayed the rosary together. It was wonderful. It brings us to the next level. We have to think outside of our boxes, right? So I'm just going back to read some of these. Is that calm? Like I said, calm is the new power. Thumbs up to that. I just got this message. I'm reluctant to purchase anything I don't really need right now. And I try not to think about my retirement savings right now. Crazy times for sure. Absolutely. That's the thing, is that we are being stripped of things that we rely on, but maybe that might be part of this purpose. And to find the comfort in not having everything that we possibly need all the time. Now there's that difference between need and want, right? So what have we filled our lives with of all the wants, and helps us to understand what it is that we truly need. And what do we truly need? Let's see. I know that truly young adults really need our support right now. We need to reach out and be there for others. So important. I mean, WebEx works really well too. Okay, we'll talk about that, Heather. I just started a Facebook group, support for how to work from home and not lose it. That's awesome. Please share the link below. We have to be the light. Pam, thank you, Heather. I'm happy to quarterback this with you. That would be beautiful. That's what it's all about. I talk about creating a dream team all the time, right? And creating that dream team is so important now. What are the areas in your life that you're going to need support? Now, I know that I'm going to continue to need support with my business coach, because the coaching that I do helps people elevate their lives, their business, and their careers. And the reason why we work together was to accomplish their goal. Now, just because their goal might be changing, it doesn't mean that we stop working together. It may mean that we just make a shift. So I need to work with my business coach to keep on moving forward. I need my spiritual friends to pray with me, to do my rosaries together, because we can't go to church on Sundays. So I need to be connected like that. I need my family to be connected so I know everybody's together. There is just so many different areas. Being the light and understanding that this new norm doesn't mean it's bad. Yes, things bad are happening, right? There is a lot of people that are sick and that have died from this. I understand that, and that's totally devastating. For us that are healthy and that we're just taking all of the right precautions, what are you finding will be your new norm through this process? Because that's where the serenity comes in, right? That's where and when it all starts coming together. Spend some time with your thoughts. Sit silent and listen to what is being told to you. Journal what that is. Start thinking about, what is that action plan? The other thing is remembering that just because we're all home together does not mean that we need to entertain everybody. It doesn't mean, as moms, now we're teachers on top of wives and daughters and mothers. We're teachers now too. So we have to make sure that we find the time during this craziness for ourselves. Make sure you keep your routine that you need for putting that oxygen mask on yourself in place. It is more important than ever to do this, because we can't pull, right? We can't drink from a half full cup, right? We totally need the energy and the calmness to go through this, because we are the anchor. We are the anchor. So my time today with you is asking you and reminding yourself how amazing you are and how amazing you're doing, and cut yourself some slack. If you lose your temper, if you get frustrated, it's okay. Believe me, I've had some of those moments earlier this week, until I started truly settling in and trying to understand that the reactions that I'm getting may be different because the person that is giving me the reactions are going through a difficult time themselves. Understanding this is a new norm for everybody. So as I started in the beginning with those 3 big deep breaths, I would love for you to do that. It's just when you're feeling that you're out of control and you don't know what to do, and you're ready to snap or react, try just to take a moment, give yourself those 3 big deep breaths slowly, and then just pause. Just pause. And then go on to what was going on. Remember, we're all in this together. Like Carol said, it's the very first time, because I was like, when was the last time we were all together in the same exact thing, experiencing the same exact thing? We're all feeling it, but we're all going to handle it differently. So if we as a community could band together and just have one place of calmness, it's going to be a beautiful thing. And you'll see that out there, more and more people are going to be coming together and offering their services on helping others get through this. And that is a beautiful thing. Support them. Give them thumbs up. Give them hearts. Make them feel that, yes, I notice you're doing that. And that'll bring calmness to you too, to know that there's others out there that want peace through this just as much as you do. So I'm going to stay on here a little bit. If there's anything else that you have questions about, or what are you struggling with this week? What is your biggest struggle? Yes, happy to have jumped on Facebook and see this. Thank you. Much needed and timely. Freshly laid off this morning. I'm so sorry, but this too shall pass. It always does. It does. Deep breath and hugs. This may be an opportunity for you, Christine, to focus on what is your passion right now and make that great, because it's giving you the space to open up, right? So being the deep breaths and the hugs, virtual hugs, are a beautiful thing. Is there anybody else that is struggling with something this week that you want to share? So you could have other people be thinking about you, praying for you, sending best wishes. Please. Hi, Victoria. Thanks for joining me. It's beautiful to see so many people that joined on. I noticed a renewed gratitude in the little things. Absolutely, Amanda. Amanda and was painting virtually with Reagan the other night. I mean, it's just an amazing thing. Everything does happen for a reason. There's a bigger plan. There's always a bigger plan. We are so geared up to control it the way that we think we need to have it controlled. We have this idea, it's my idea, it's going to do this, and we're going to do that. And then all of a sudden, something changes. It helps us understand that there's always a bigger plan. He has a bigger plan for us. I just keep on having more people jump on today. This is so beautiful. This just shows me that people are ready to be embraced. They're ready to build a community, even more so than they had when they were in person. It's giving us the space to take a step back and relax. Now, it's interesting. I see a lot of people are doing different things. And at this particular point, I have not seen any relaxation time other than what I would normally have, right? I actually have more to do because of the homeschooling or the distant learning than I would have been in the past. I would make 2 lunches, and now I'm making 3 lunches. But being patient, like Amanda says, with family and surrendering control to explore God is exactly what this is all about. So being patient through this process is key. So I think this weekend is where I am going to find that relaxation time to do things that I might have been putting off because I was just too busy running around, filling my time. So yes, continue to support each other, but really important, support yourself. Make sure you have that time every single day that's for you. I know my mornings are set up like that. Do you already have a schedule that you follow for yourself? Anybody have a schedule? Thumbs up, hearts, or let people know what your schedule is. Hi, Kathy. We're talking about right now is, now that life is changing a little bit and it's interrupted, what is your schedule? What is your daily routine right now that you're doing? What's your daily routine? Has it changed? Has it changed? Mine has changed a little bit. I mean, I do. The schedule has changed, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. The schedule has changed. How are you coping with the change in your schedule? I know my schedule has changed a little bit because of when my day starts. I would get up really early and then get her on the bus, and then my day would be mine until early after 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And then from there, I would go ahead and do my day. But now I have to weave my day in with what's going on, weaving my day in. I'm not saying it's easy, but if we take the time and just take a deeper breath around it, we will definitely make through it. Kelly, I'm sorry that it's not going well. We are going to be talking on Monday, I believe, and let's talk about that. Why is it going not well? Is it hard to adjust in weaving in the new stuff that we have to do? Sometimes when we feel overwhelmed, and I know I get this way, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, a lot of me shuts down, right? Okay, it's too much. I can't get anything done because I feel overwhelmed. When we meet it where it is, whatever it is, when we meet it where it is, and then we analyze it from that point, not from what it used to be, and not from what we want it to be, but just at that moment, be present and meet it there, then all of a sudden it's easier to see. And it's easier to take the time to deconstruct it. Because that's why when I say work-life balance is a myth, it's really not. It's what we need at the particular time. and then we find out what that is and we implement it, then it really helps us with the balance in our life. I've been focused on virtual coffee, miss personal connection. Yes, that is so true. That's, I think, one of the biggest things that are going to get harder as the weeks go on for people is the personal connection. And again, that might be the new norm for a little bit, is doing these virtual talks, because at least we could see the person and we could express our feelings and we could see what's on their face and help them whatever way that they need help, or they could help you whatever way. Okay. So owning this right now is like, okay, right now, this is what it is. This is the new norm. How can I make this the best for myself and my family? How can I make it the best for myself and my family? That's going to be key. So while you're going through the process, remember to, couple things, take deep breaths. It's amazing how much it calms me down when I just take 3 deep breaths in a row. I could feel my body from this. I don't want to do that. You see that chin, right? to this, because it's relaxed. It's relaxed. 3 deep breaths. Find items that are good for you, because you need to take care of yourself through this. We need to take care of ourselves all the time, but this is a great time to actually start in implementing it on a regular basis. It's not selfish. It's not selfish at all. It's actually kind of selfish when we don't take care of ourselves, especially people rely on us. So taking care of yourself, taking deep breaths, movement, finding what your serenity is. You're going to have some extra time from when you might have been running to the grocery store, or going to the bank, or going to the dry cleaners, or all these different spots. What are you going to fill with that time? What are those things that you were called to do, but you never had the time to do it? Maybe you love to draw. Now you could sit and draw. Maybe you love to knit. Now you could sit and knit. Doing these things is going to be refreshing, positive, keeping me from overbooking, getting all my creative juices flowing for out of the box ideas. Actually had time to fold all the laundry. Woo! That's a kudos. That is a big, big kudos, because we know laundry a lot of times is probably the last thing we ever want to do. I mean, some people love to do laundry. The only way I get through the laundry is I set a timer. I do my laundry in 10-minute spots. Set a timer for 10 minutes, fold as much as I can, put away as much as I can for 10 minutes, and then I'm done. And then if there's stuff left over, that's fine, but I move on, and the next time I come back, I do it another 10 minutes. It helps me understand how much time it actually takes to get something done. So when I'm doing my planning, I could understand what I need for the time block for certain things. And that's what helps us from being overwhelmed, when we understand how long it takes us to do something. But that's my serenity. Time and task management. I love that. That is where I find my serenity, when I'm planned and everything's going, and I've taken the time to brain dump and do anything I need to do. But today, I want you to find what your serenity is. Okay, I want you to take the time today, find that serenity, and connect with it. Connect with it. Keep me posted. I'd love to hear more. I am thrilled that I've had so many people jumping in and on this Facebook Live. I love that you were sharing. It warms my heart. And I will, stay tuned, be putting together a chat place. You know, maybe it's just going to be a Zoom room that once a week we could jump in and we could chat, and we could have conversations like this, but people could actually talk and share what's on your mind and on your heart. And as the weeks go on, this is only week 1. As the weeks go on, I believe we're going to need this more. We're going to need a place that we could show up and be real, be who we are, and tell people what we need so we could build together as an amazing community. Okay? Oh, fills my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I just wish everybody a peaceful, healthy weekend. And I send my blessings to you. And I thank you for being here. And until next time, mwah, take care.